you sick of looking at Netflix and you don't know what to watch?
So many movies out there, you don't know which ones are good, which ones were bad.
You curious about what's out there?
I'm Joey Powers.
I'm Don Tretler.
This is the best pictures.
The ones you don't want to miss.
Get it.
Say hello to my little friend.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Winners go home and prom queen.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
I don't deserve this. Deserves got nothing to do with it. No sequel for you.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of The Best Pictures. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
And I'm Don Tretler. Welcome to the show.
So breaking news, Don just mentioned to me that Top Gun is having their 40th anniversary re-release this year. 40, I cannot believe that movie came out 40 years ago.
I know.
I remember watching that when I was a kid. And I loved the movie. We went and saw Maverick when it came out in Springfield years ago. And I liked that a lot as well. But 40 years, time flies. That's insane.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know, I mean, Tom Cruise was a kid, you know, and he still looks great. You know, for his age, he's doing very well. So this week we're just going to talk about upcoming releases. We didn't get a chance to see Devil Wears Prada this week. Hopefully we're going to go see a movie called In the Grey this coming week. But you don't have your sheet.
Oh, 1 second.
So, I will read the weekend box office while you're waiting for Dawn. For the second weekend in a row, The Devil Wears Prada 2 opened, it's number 1 again, 41.6. Mortal Kombat 2 opened, and number 2, respectable 38.5. Michael's still holding on very strong at number 3 with 37.9. The Sheep Detectives, which we saw the preview for, looks absolutely terrible. I don't know what Hugh Jackman was thinking. Was 4th at 15.1. And Billie Eilish Hit Me Hard and Soft is 5th at 7.0. So Devil Wears Prada is already at 143. Mortal Kombat 2 is at 38 in just 1 week of release. Michael's already at $242 million in his third weekend of release. So, in Mario, in its 6th week, is at 412. And Project Hail Mary, in its 8th week, is at 328. So, finally, the box office is actually picking up and living up to the hype that they were expecting.
Right.
But yeah, Mario's the big winner so far this year. But there are still some pretty big movies upcoming. So.
Yeah, Project Hail Mary seems like it was a hit.
It did very
made
well.
Money.
Very well, yeah. And Michael's doing a lot better than I think the studio expected too. So
Really?
yeah.
I would have expected that to have been a huge movie anyway. Michael, everybody loves him.
I didn't. I wasn't sure. You know, I wanted to see it because I thought the trailer looked great.
What about the sequel? The sequel will probably bomb.
It probably will because everybody knows what's going to happen. You know?
Right. Well, before we continue, we want to let everyone know that this show's broadcast live from the Fact TV studios in Bellows Falls. Fact TV is a community access center that provides studio space and production services free of charge to community members in Southern Vermont and Keene. If you're interested in creating your own show, or if you've already produced some content and you wish to submit it, or you want to stay informed about news and events in Southern Vermont and Keene, including live coverage of local town meetings, sporting events, and community events, visit fact8.com.
Thank you, Don.
Uh-oh. Where's all my stuff? Okay. So what we were just talking about. Oh my.
So In the Grey is really pretty much the only big movie coming out this week, from what you were saying.
Right. This other movie we noticed, Obsession, is at the theater as well.
Which is a wide release, but I haven't heard of it, and I haven't heard of anybody that's actually in it either.
No, and I haven't seen any previews
Me
of it
neither,
either.
but it's a wide release, so I don't know. I'm kind of confused, but
weird. Next week is The Mandalorian, so nobody's going to open anything against that.
No. But we talked about it. I do not want to see that. We saw the trailer, and I think it looks stupid.
Right.
You know, and I'm Star Wars out. You know, I mean, it's like I don't want to see another Avengers movie anytime soon. I don't want to see another Star Wars movie anytime soon. You know, it's like they just keep coming up with just new things. You know, I mean, not new things, but just the same story, just different like characters, pretty much, I guess, for lack of a better word. Because this is like a spin-off of an actual show, right?
Right.
Like a streaming.
I guess it's Baby Yoda.
It looks
it's
like
not Yoda's baby. Like Yoda didn't have a baby.
Right. It's actually the little Yoda.
Little Yoda.
Yeah.
Right.
I just think it looks stupid. It just doesn't. It doesn't appeal to me.
It looks like, we saw the preview several times. It looks like all special effects.
Mm-hmm.
They really didn't, introduce any kind of a story. I think that's kind of, I don't know. So it kind of looks lame, like it's not really going to have a good story to it. But we could be wrong, and they're just not showing us the story. Maybe they're just showing us, trying to, just like a funny movie where they show the funniest parts. So, all right, let's see what comes the week after that it's going to be the 29th.
Well, what about this?
Backrooms.
This says Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan Ghost War comes out May 20th. Have you seen that anywhere? I haven't even heard of that.
May 20th. No, I don't even, it's not even on the release calendar.
Because once again, another sequel or remake. Another friggin' Jack Ryan movie. That's got to be, let's see, Harrison Ford did the first. No, there was one with The Hunt for Red October, isn't that? I think that is too, but it was Alec Baldwin, and then Harrison Ford took over for Patriot Games and Clear and Present Danger. Then Ben Affleck was the Sum of All Fears, and then Chris Pine was Jack Ryan. So this is going to be the fifth different one, with probably the fourth different actor. So, I mean...
Well, I don't know if I've seen any of these movies.
You haven't seen Patriot Games?
Maybe. I don't know. It didn't make enough of an impression on me. So if I did see it...
The Hunt for Red October was Alec Baldwin and Sean Connery.
And that's Jack Ryan.
I believe it is. I'm going to double check right now.
All right.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
I'm looking at these movies. So the 29th, it's like they're not opening anything. They've got something called Backrooms with Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Yeah, I can't pronounce his name either.
Mark Duplass. They have something called Pressure with Andrew Scott, Brendan Fraser, Chris Messina. I don't know. It doesn't seem like any big movie is opening that week. It's strange. All right, June 5th, Masters of the Universe. Scary movie.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Another scary movie?
No, I'm not.
What is that, like 7 now?
It doesn't have a number on it. Maybe it's a remake of the first one.
Oh, my God.
Maybe they decide, we'll reboot the whole thing and they'll start it all over again.
That's a joke.
Strange. It's kind of weird, I don't know. I don't really want to see any of these.
No.
All right, let's look to the 12th. Let's see what the 12th offers us.
You don't want to see He-Man?
He-Man.
I kind of want to see He-Man.
I have no context for He-Man.
I kind of want to see He-Man.
It was a cartoon when I was like, a teenager or something. I never got into it.
I watched He-Man growing up.
All right, this June 12th is Disclosure Day.
Which we both want to see. That's Steven Spielberg.
That's going to be huge.
Yeah.
I might even want to see that like when they preview it. Before anybody else. We'll see if we can see it on a Thursday.
I bet Springfield will probably get it. Something like that. I bet they will.
I wonder how many minutes. Let's see if it tells us how many minutes it is yet. Sometimes if it hasn't come out yet, they don't tell you how long the movie is.
Yeah, because they want to rope you in.
All right, here it is. 2 hours, 25 minutes.
It's not terrible. We've definitely seen longer.
Right.
I mean, how long was the last John Wick movie?
4 hours.
It was pretty close. I mean, it had to have been close to 3 hours. That was a really long, but it was all action, so time went by fast.
Right.
You know what? I bet the Odyssey's really long.
You think that one's
I bet it's going to be really long. You should check that out. What's that? That's July?
Yeah, I think that's July. Toy Story 5 is June 19th.
Toy Story 5. Are you people listening to this?
Oh, here we go.
This is a joke.
It opens opposite The Death of Robin Hood with Hugh Jackman, Jodie Comer, Bill Skarsgård, and someone named Noah Jew.
Wow. That could be a big movie, too. It's not going to be Toy Story, but that could be pretty big.
Yeah. 26th is Supergirl.
Who's in that?
Millie Alcock.
I'm guessing she's Supergirl?
I guess so. Jason Momoa.
Okay.
Matthias Schoenaerts.
He's Aquaman.
Jackass, Best and Last, opens that weekend, too.
Oh, my God.
So, all right. So then what's the following one? Is July...
This is going to be 4th of July.
3rd,
Yeah,
Young Washington with Andy Serkis, Ben Kingsley, Mary Louise Parker, and Kelsey Grammer.
There's got to be a bigger release than that.
And then that's the 3rd.
Yeah, there's going to be a bigger release than that for the 4th of July.
And then there must be, but they just didn't put on.
Yeah,
Minions and Monsters,
there you
July
go.
1st.
Yeah, there you go.
I just skipped over it.
What number is that? That's part of this Despicable Me franchise, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's got to be like 6.
Easy.
Because I think there's 4 Despicable Me's, and I think that's at least the second Minions movie. So it's got to be at least 6.
I don't know if I've seen.
I haven't seen any. I know Steve Carell was the guy in Despicable Me, but...
All right, July 10th, you have Evil Dead Burn, right? Keeping the Evil Dead franchise.
Another sequel.
Then a live-action Moana. I think it's live-action, I imagine.
I think it is, yeah. Which has The Rock, or Dwayne Johnson, whatever.
July 17th, The Odyssey.
Does it say how long it is?
All right, let's see.
That's got to be 3 hours.
Nope, they don't tell you yet.
Yeah, I bet. Especially being Christopher Nolan on top of it.
Right.
You know, he likes to do long movies. Again, like I said, it's not that I don't want to see it. I just can't picture Matt Damon as the title, as the lead character.
Anne Hathaway's in it.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Anne Hathaway's going to have a very big year.
Yep.
How old is Anne Hathaway?
Because she did that. What's that other movie she did? Mother Mary or something like that?
Yeah.
You know, and then obviously The Devil Wears Prada 2, now The Odyssey. I think Anne Hathaway's a couple of years younger than me. I think she's like 41 or 42.
Let's see. She's 40.
Good actress.
44.
44. Oh, she's only 1 year younger than me.
Wow. She's still pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a good-looking girl. And she's a good actress. She's a very good actress.
Yeah, it seems like she's been around forever, doesn't it?
She has. I mean, The Princess Diaries was like 2000, 2001. You know, that's 25 years ago now.
She has 9 upcoming movies.
Wow.
Let's see if some of them were the ones we just mentioned.
Busy girl.
The Odyssey is one of them. Yeah, geez, she's got 9 She is that popular right now. Princess Diaries 3.
No.
Yes.
No. Why?
Here's something. Untitled FBI wedding sting comedy.
Oh, God, that sounds awful.
She's going to be in that.
That sounds awful.
I don't know any of these other ones. It's kind of like... What's the first thing you remember her in?
The Princess Diaries, yeah. I was checking to see what year that came out. Did you ever see Rachel Getting Married?
I think I did, yeah.
I thought that was pretty good.
Oh, she was on a TV series called Get Real before Princess Diaries.
Oh, she was also in the one with Steve Carell and The Rock and Alan Arkin, the remake of that TV show.
Steve Carell. Get Smart?
Get Smart, yeah.
Which my word, she was 99?
Yeah, I'm telling you, she's been around forever.
Wow.
She was in Alice in Wonderland, Valentine's Day, Bride Wars, Passengers.
You're right. She was 99. What a perfect 99. Because I thought 99 on the TV show was a...
Brokeback Mountain.
Beautiful woman. She was in Brokeback Mountain. Oh, she was. Right. Rachel Getting Married. Passengers.
Yeah, The Princess Diaries was 2001. That's 25 years ago. So she was like, what, 18?
What's this? Okay, I'm going to read you this description of Passengers. A grief counselor working with a group of plane crash survivors finds herself at the root of a mystery when her clients begin to disappear. It's Anne Hathaway and Patrick Wilson.
I've heard of that. I remember when it came out.
Who directed this? Rodrigo Garcia. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it only
sounds interesting.
Only gets a 5.8.
That's pretty lousy.
Yeah.
So that means it's going to be a big disappointment.
By the way, The Hunt for Red October was Jack Ryan.
It was.
Yep. Alec Baldwin does play Jack Ryan. It gets a 7.5, and the cast is outstanding. It's Alec Baldwin, Sean Connery, Scott Glenn, Stellan Skarsgård, Courtney B. Vance. There's a very impressive cast, and it gets a 7.5.
Wow.
Which I'm guessing is probably higher than any of the other ones. Because I don't remember liking Clear and Present Danger. We actually watched Clear and Present Danger in school when we had a substitute teacher one year. And I don't remember liking it.
She was in Valentine's Day. You've seen that.
Yeah, I saw it in a movie theater. I didn't like that. That was stupid.
Oh, she was the White Queen in Alice in Wonderland.
Yep. So Patriot Games gets 6.8, which is pretty good.
That's decent.
I'm just going to look them all up right now because...
Puts her down as Selena in The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, Selena Kyle, yep. 6.9 for Clear and Present Danger.
That's a good one. Yeah.
So what's Sum of All Fears get? I guarantee Jack Ryan gets terrible. The Sum of All Fears, the Ben Affleck one, gets a 6.5. They're all pretty really highly rated. And then Jack Ryan is Chris Pine. I think it's Chris Pine, and I want to say Kevin Costner.
Now, what's so special about Jack Ryan that they want to make all these movies and have these all incarnations of him?
I don't know, but I forgot that they do it's called Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit with Chris Pine. It gets a 6.2, but they are doing a Jack Ryan show right now with John Krasinski, and he's actually he's Jack Ryan in the movie, the new movie that's coming out.
Oh, a whole new series. How about that? Jack Ryan must be like super popular.
So the TV series was on from 2018 to 2023. It's an 8.0.
Which is kind of low for a TV show.
Yep. And then the movie is called Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan Ghost War. He plays Jack Ryan. It doesn't say when it's coming out. Oh, because it's a Prime. It's strictly on Prime. It's not going to theaters.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's John Krasinski, Sienna Miller, Khalid Laith. Says follows Jack Ryan, who reunites with CIA operatives to navigate a treacherous web of betrayal against an enemy who knows their every move, facing a past they thought was long put to rest.
Huh.
I mean, he's like an international. It's like a James Bond type of thing, you know, just not as famous.
What about James Bond? Are there going to be any more James Bond movies?
Of course, there's gonna be more.
When
James.
was the last time there was a James Bond movie? It seems like forever.
Was it the one with Javier Bardem?
As James Bond? No,
No,
he was the
Daniel,
bad guy.
Daniel Craig.
Wasn't he the bad guy on the island?
I'm not a James Bond fan, so I've only seen a couple of James Bond movies.
Oh,
And I don't really care for Daniel Craig.
yeah.
You know, I haven't seen. There was a third a Knives Out movie, and I heard it was really good. I haven't watched it yet though.
Well, I haven't even seen the second one of those.
I like the second one, but I think I thought both of them were pretty predictable that I've seen so far. Yeah, the new one's called Wake Up Dead Man, which gets a 7.3.
That's good.
Glass Onion got a 7.1. No Time to Die was 2021. That was the last Bond movie. Knives Out got a 7.9, which is really high. No Time to Die got a 7.3. I want to say that's the one with Javier Bardem.
Huh.
I think, Anna de Armas. Oh, no, it's Rami Malek's the bad guy. It's Daniel Craig, Anna de Armas, and Rami Malek.
They all blend together for me right now. All these the newer Bond movies. I can't distinguish one from another.
Who was your favorite Bond?
I guess Sean Connery. I like the old ones. You know who I like? I like what's his name? The guy that was Remington Steele. What's his name?
Remington Steele.
It was a TV show. Before your time.
Yeah. Timothy
For you old timers
Timothy
out
Dalton?
there. No, it wasn't Timothy Dalton. It was who's the other guy?
Not Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan.
Oh,
yeah, he was on television as Remington Steele.
I like Pierce Brosnan as Bond.
Yeah, I thought so. He's a
he
great
was
Bond.
the first Bond I really actually saw because that was when I was really starting to watch movies. He's in the one with Halle Berry, which she's got the iconic scene when she's coming out of the water with the orange bikini on. I mean, everybody remembers that scene. That was a remake of another scene with a famous actress from another Bond movie, wasn't it?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I think it was. But yeah, I think the consensus most people think is that Connery was probably the best Bond.
Right.
And of all the people that played Bond, he's probably the best actor that ever played Bond. Sean Connery was great in everything, you know? I mean, I always liked Sean Connery. Won an Oscar for, what's it called?
Sean Connery? Oh,
Yeah.
Untouchables?
Untouchables, yep. Which is, I think that's classic. I think that's Brian De Palma.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner, Robert De Niro, Sean Connery. That had a really good cast. I haven't seen that in a really long time. I know.
I'd like to see that
I
again,
think I
too.
own it, but I don't. Yeah, I should watch that again because I remember liking it. The obvious, like the scene with Robert De Niro with the baseball bat at dinner.
Right.
You know, he's Al Capone. And Sean Connery's Elliot Ness. No, it was really good. It gets a 7.8. I mean, that's solid. Yeah,
Still it has a 7.8. That just tells you it was very popular.
It was Brian De Palma.
Yeah.
It says, during Prohibition, Treasury agent Elliot Ness sets out to stop ruthless Chicago gangster Al Capone and assembles a small, incorruptible team to help him. Kevin Costner, Sean Connery, Robert De Niro. Charles Martin Smith, Andy Garcia, Patricia Clarkson. It's got a good cast.
Yeah.
But it only won one Oscar, just the Sean Connery. That surprises me. I wonder how many they were nominated for. Yeah, I bet I haven't seen that in a long time. Wow, it was only nominated for 4 Oscars. And that was the only big one, was supporting actor. Other than that, it was art direction, costume design, and music. Which kind of surprises me, especially getting a 7.8. You would have thought that would have been more of a Best Picture contender.
Let's see, Brian De Palma. Oh my God, he's pretty old by now. He's
Yeah.
86 years old.
Yeah, he is. He's been around for a long time.
Well, he's going to be 86 this year. Holy Moses. I was just thinking, what's the last movie he came out with?
I bet it's been a while.
He has 2 upcoming.
Wow.
Oh my word, we got to see this. The
That
last one
surprises
was
me.
called Domino.
Oh, that was like 2006, wasn't it?
2019.
Oh, really? There's another movie called Domino? Because I remember when they came out with Mickey Rourke and Keira Knightley.
Oh yeah, this is a Copenhagen police officer seeks justice for his partner's murder by a mysterious man. Brian De Palma and a bunch of like European actors.
What's it get?
It's a 4.5.
Ooh.
That would be like brutal to watch.
Yeah, How the Mighty Have Fallen. De Palma did some great movies over the years, though.
Before that one, he did a movie called, we got to look at this, Passion. Let's see who's in this. It's got 2 women on the cover of it. It's so bad, isn't it? Oh, this is a 5.3.
Oof.
It stars Rachel McAdams, Noomi Rapace, and somebody else. A rivalry between manipulative boss of an advertising agency and her talented protege escalates from stealing credit to public humiliation to murder. It gets a 5.3, which is like, that's below the Mendoza line. That's almost like not watchable.
What about The Black Dahlia? Did you ever see that?
I don't think so. Is that his too?
Yep. I saw that a long time. It's like Josh Hartnett, Scarlett Johansson, Aaron Eckhart, Hilary Swank.
Oh, here's one, Snake Eyes.
I saw that in the movie theater.
With Nicolas Cage.
Yep. And what's his face?
6.2, that's watchable.
Who's the bad guy in that? It's Lieutenant Dan.
Oh,
Gary
Gary
Sinise.
Sinise.
Yeah, he's in that. That was I like that. We saw that in the movie theater in Brattleboro when I was a kid, or when I was in high school.
Mission to Mars. This is another one of his. Tim Robbins, Gary Sinise, Don Cheadle. When the first manned mission to Mars meets with a catastrophe and mysterious disaster after reporting an unidentified structure, a rescue mission is launched to investigate the tragedy and bring back any survivors. That sounds interesting.
What about the Bonfire of the Vanities?
5.7. I thought that was a huge bomb. Wasn't it?
It was supposed to be huge, and it tanked badly.
And that was him?
Yep.
Oh.
But it was like Bruce Willis, Tom Hanks, both of them they were up and coming. Melanie Griffith.
Well, as you say, the mighty have fallen.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's got upcoming. You ready? You interested in that?
Sure.
Oh my word. All right. One is in pre-production. Okay, this is called Sweet Vengeance. That already sounds crappy.
Mm-hmm.
Brian De Palma doesn't even say who's in this movie. They're embarrassed to admit. Storyline, reportedly a murder mystery inspired by 2 real-life murders.
All right, well, let me ask you this. Have you ever seen the movie Casualties of War?
Yeah, that's Michael J. Fox.
And Sean Penn.
Sean Penn,
I
yeah.
saw that a long time ago. That's Brian De Palma.
Yeah.
Man,
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Look how young these guys are in this. It's crazy.
I remember Sean Penn was great in that movie as he's like a villain.
Yeah, he's like the bad guy.
And believe it or not, I mean, because I remember liking it.
Michael
J. Fox held his own.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you the truth. I mean, because I kind of grew up, he was a television actor, on a sitcom.
Yeah, Family Ties.
I thought, oh my God, he's never going to be able to hold his own against Sean Penn.
Right, and he did.
And he did. It was a decent. You remember it was a decent movie.
It was. It gets a 7.1, and I mean, I'd have to watch it again, but I bet that's not too far off what I would give it. Because I do remember liking it. I remember, Sean Penn was pretty good at being a jerk.
I think it's kind of like based on like real events, like the My Lai massacre. So
I believe a lot of stuff like that happened, and a lot of it does. Like Platoon is supposedly based on Oliver Stone's experiences in Vietnam. which is crazy to think that could actually happen. But I mean,
Yeah.
heard stories about that war, and it's like. So yeah, I mean, we're pretty much out of time. So the plan is maybe Tuesday night we'll go see In the Gray. In Keene, Colin's game with going and watching it with us. It's only 98 minutes, so it won't be a long night.
Right, and we'll get Colin's review too.
Yep, and we'll have something new to talk about next week. So this has been our episode of The Best Pictures this week. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
I'm Don Tretler, and these are the ones you don't want to miss.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room. Here's Johnny.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.